Hello and welcome to another episode of the Classical Republican. Today we're talking about HB 456, which is in the House right now. Uh, Now, I have not talked about public spaces or recreation or the environment on this channel yet, but this bill is very interesting and something we can analyze from a classically Republican perspective. So I'm bringing on an expert to talk about this bill, my friend and neighbor, Ed O'Neill.
Hello.
So this bill, let me read the title. It's an act relating to the Invasive Species Fund, amending the part of Idaho Code to revise provisions regarding fees and declaring an emergency and providing an effective date. So what this bill is doing is changing some of the fees that we have, and also talking about the different vessels that come through Idaho. Um, Now, my friend here is an expert in the field because he has worked at our border and worked to make sure that no invasive species come into Idaho. So the changes here are mainly to lower the fees, or to lower the the fees for locals and raising it for people who come from outside of Idaho. So I had a few questions for Ed. Okay, so tell us about the invasive species that attach themselves to boats and can threaten Idaho.
Well, one of the main ones is the quagga mussels, and basically they attach to the vessels, and um, our state and Washington and Oregon are the only states that do not have these mussels in their waters. Um, the reason why they have the inspection stations is because the rest of American water has these mussels in their waters, and they are very bad for our waters, where we use our waters for irrigations and what have you. And once those mussels get into our waters, they multiply by millions a year, and that will clog up all our irrigations and what have you. That's the purpose of having our inspection stations, to try to keep those out of our waters.
Right, thank you. So this seems to be a very important service that the state has to provide to keep us safe. Um, so what kind of vessels, did it matter what kind of vessels were that you saw having more mussels or?
No, not really. It could be anywhere. When I worked there, we seen great big sailboats come through, all the way down to just inflatable pontoon boats and kayaks and what have you. It it takes only a matter of hours of leaving your vessel in a contaminated water source for them to attach to your vessel, and they can live out of water for several days up to a couple weeks.
Okay. So do you think the state is going in the right direction with this proposed bill?
I believe so. I think locals should get a discount, because we live here and what have you, and getting out of state people coming in to visit our waterways. They It's sad to charge them more, but at the same time, it's like going to a vacation spot. People out of town's gonna pay a lot more, and it just helps uh, pay the people who are at the border inspecting, and just to keep us safe.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on and educating educating all of us on this bill.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Long live the Republic.